The coronavirus canceled the most prestigious and oldest tennis tournament in the world. Wimbledon will not be made up, and it's still unclear when or if the U.S. Open will be played, Greg.
But with the state reopening, we can get ourselves back on the court. Channel 9's Christian Bruey found out from a pro how you can do so safely and remain yourself and Central Florida strong.
The USTA National Campus here in Lake Nona is still closed, but they're hoping to open in the coming weeks. In the meantime, the USTA has laid out some easy-to-follow guidelines that will limit your susceptibility to the coronavirus, but not your time on the court.
Tennis is such a great sport for social, physical distancing.
Patrick McEnroe is a former professional tennis player and now serves as an analyst on ESPN's tennis coverage.
Recreationally, it's absolutely tremendous for people to get out there now and get some exercise.
McEnroe wasn't just sidelined because tennis courts were closed. He is one of the more than 360,000 New Yorkers who contracted the virus.
Luckily, I got a mild case of it, Christian. I had, I had some fever. I had a little shortness of breath, a little bit of breathing. Difficulty, but not serious. So I ended up right where I am here in my basement. I was here for about a month. I tested positive when I was able to get that first test. A couple weeks later, I went back for a second test, which showed me to be negative. So I was lucky.
Now with his health back in order and tennis courts reopening across the country, he's returned to coaching until he can get back in the broadcast booth. So here's what Patrick and the USTA are suggesting. The game of tennis lends itself to social distancing. But what about the tennis balls? Usually only one can is used and each player touches the same 3 balls. Now they're asking each player to bring their own can of balls and a Sharpie so you can mark it up with an X, a smiley face, or in my case, I'm going to go with the Channel 9 logo. That way you can differentiate your balls from your opponent's balls. And then if you need to get a ball back to your opponent, you don't have to touch it with your hands, lift it with your foot, dribble it up, hit it on back, and you're good to go.
Of course, be safe, be smart with everything you do in between your playing. You know, when you go take a break, when you take a drink from your water bottle, all that stuff we know how to do. But tennis as a sport, I tell you, it's perfect.
As for professional tennis, the top 2 leagues, the ATP and WTA, say they're not coming back until at least August, which means I got some time to get my game ready for Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. In Orlando, I'm Christian Bruey. Back to you.
I didn't know our sports guys could actually play sports. Christian looked good out there.
He is such an athlete.